The honest woodcutter. A poor woodcutter lived by a forest, earning his living by chopping wood and selling it in the nearby village. He was a simple, hardworking, and honest man. Every day, he would go to the riverbank, where the best trees grew, and work tirelessly from dawn until dusk. One day, while he was cutting a large branch that overhung the river, his axe, which had a worn handle, slipped from his grasp. With a great splash, it fell into the deep, swirling water and sank to the bottom. The woodcutter was devastated. This axe was his only tool, the sole means of his livelihood. He had no money to buy a new one. He sat down on the riverbank and wept bitterly, feeling that his life was ruined. Suddenly, a beautiful figure emerged from the water. It was the river god, who had heard the woodcutter's cries. "Why do you weep, my son?" the river god asked in a gentle voice. The woodcutter, still sobbing, explained what had happened. "I have lost my only axe in the river," he said. "Without it, I cannot work, and my family will starve." The river god smiled kindly. "Do not worry," he said. "I will help you." He dived back into the water and a moment later reappeared holding a magnificent golden axe. It shimmered in the sunlight, looking more like a treasure than a tool. "Is this your axe?" the river god asked. The woodcutter looked at it, his eyes wide, but shook his head. "No, sir," he said. "That is not mine. My axe was just an old iron one." The river god smiled at his honesty and dived back into the water. A short time later, he surfaced again, this time holding a gleaming silver axe. "Is this your axe?" he asked again. Once more, the woodcutter shook his head. "No, that is not mine either," he replied. "Mine was just made of plain iron." The river god, impressed by the woodcutter's integrity, dived one last time. When he reappeared, he held the woodcutter's own old, battered iron axe. "Is this your axe?" he asked. The woodcutter's face lit up with relief and joy. "Yes, that is it. Thank you, kind sir. You have saved me." The river god was so pleased with the woodcutter's truthfulness that he did something unexpected. He held out the golden axe, the silver axe, and the iron axe. "Because you are honest and did not covet what was not yours, I will give you all 3 axes," the river god declared. "The golden and silver ones as a reward for your virtue, and the iron ones so you may continue your honest labor." The woodcutter was overjoyed and thanked the river god profusely. He returned home a much richer man, not just in tools, but in the knowledge that his honesty had been a greater reward than any treasure. Moral of the story. The moral of this fable is that honesty is the best policy. It teaches that being truthful and having integrity, even in difficult circumstances, will be rewarded in the end. The woodcutter's sincerity and lack of greed led to a far greater gain than if he had lied and tried to claim a valuable object that was not his.